Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel, and we're back with another listen along with Noodle Legs today we're looking at again yet another classic and amazing artist. We're looking at Noel Coward. Now he is a sort of 1930s, 40s and 50s sort of playwright and sort of lyricist, and he wrote some songs for plays and all sorts of things, and he's a very, very fine actor, and he's extremely, I think, funny. We're going to listen to a track of this album called The Songs of Noel Coward, and we're going to listen to Don't Put Your Daughter on the Stage, Mrs. Worthington. So let's play it.
Your daughter on the stage, Mrs. Worthington. Don't put your daughter on the stage. The profession is overcrowded and the struggle is pretty tough. And admitting the fact she's burning to act, that isn't quite enough. She has nice hands to give the wretched girl her due, but don't you think her bust is too developed for her age? I repeat, Mrs. Worthington, sweet Mrs. Worthington, don't put your daughter on the stage. Regarding your dear Mrs. Worthington, of Wednesday the 23rd. Although your baby may be keen on a stage career, how can I make it clear this is not a good idea? For her to hope, dear Mrs. Worthington, is on the face of it absurd. Her personality is not in reality exciting enough, inviting enough for this particular sphere. Don't put your daughter on the stage, Mrs. Worthington. Don't put your daughter on the stage. She's a bit of an ugly duckling, you must honestly confess, and the width of her seat would surely defeat her chances of success. It's a loud voice, and though it's not exactly flat, she'll need a little more than that to earn a living wage. On my knees, Mrs. Worthington, please, Mrs. Worthington, don't put your daughter on the stage. Don't put your daughter on the stage, Mrs. Worthington. Don't put your daughter on the stage. Though they said at the School of Acting she was lovely as Peer Gynt, I'm afraid on the whole an ingenue role would emphasize her squint. She's a big girl, and though her teeth are fairly good, she's not the type I ever would be eager to engage. No more buts, Mrs. Worthington. Nuts, Mrs. Worthington. Don't put your daughter on the stage.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. As I said, he's quite funny. So this song was obviously about he's trying to convince this woman who she obviously thinks her daughter's the bee's knees, but she obviously isn't by the Noel's fine description of her. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I'm not sure what year that song was released, but yeah, it's amazing. See if I can see it on here, if it's got the actual year. Be interesting to find out. Yeah, no, unfortunately it doesn't tell me the year of that song, but I'm going to go with probably the 1930s, maybe 40s. Absolutely fantastic. All of his songs like that, and he's probably done songs you probably know. Quite a few of his songs have been covered throughout the years. A Room with a View is a classic, and Mad Dogs and Englishmen, and things like he's done quite a few really sort of famous songs that quite a few people have sort of covered over the years, and I absolutely love Noel Coward. There's just something, I know it's very vintage, but there's just something very charming about it, and he's got such an English voice, isn't he? You know, it's just like, you know, it's just fantastic. Absolutely amazing song, and I'm glad to have shared that with you. I hope you liked it, and it's made you think, oh, I wonder if it's worth checking out any more sort of Noel Coward. I would say yes, most definitely can. I'm trying to see if there's any other song we could pop on here for you. let's have a look. No. I'm going to save him for another day because he's got so many great songs, and I want to revisit Noel Coward and put some more sort of songs on my page. So sorry about that. But I wanted to introduce you to the wonderful world of Noel Coward, and it is a wonderful world. He's a very eccentric British sort of playwright, and absolutely he's written some amazing sort of comedies and stuff, which were obviously plays on the stage back in the day. You're not going to see them around anymore, but he has starred in films. He's even starred in The Italian Job. He was even in that. But yeah, amazing. Anyway, that was Noel Coward. Don't put your daughter on the stage, Mrs. Worthington. Thanks for listening.